Nail of the tape now for the main event. You see the 1-year age advantage for Ward, but 32-33, they're both basically at their physical and mental peaks.
Anything on the belt here is going to be good. Now, gentlemen, let me be clear. Both of you, world-class championship caliber fighters, and I expect you to conduct yourself that way, and nothing less is going to be acceptable. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Mr. Ward, Mr. Kovalev, gentlemen, let's do this.
In the 1980s, that two unbeaten fighters from the top 10 of the pound-for-pound rankings have gone against each other. For that reason and that reason alone, it's the most important fight of 2016. Tactical start. Kovalev wants to be sure not to overreach early. Quick right hand lands for Ward. Ward getting a little left to the body.
The thing about Kovalev's power is it makes it such that Andre has to walk a tightrope.
Stiff
there you see him hurt by a jab.
Two stiff jabs.
Margin for error for Kovalev. Ward not as big a puncher.
But you know, Max, sometimes when a guy feels power.
Hard right hand by one. Very interesting so far with 30 seconds to go. Ward has forced Kovalev into the kind of probably less dangerous inside of it, though, than right in punching range. Kovalev trying to 168 to 175 as a pro, but keep in mind, he won his Olympic gold medal in 2004 in Athens in a weight class, the limit for which was 178 pounds. So he has a deep background in fighting against fighters this size. He just hasn't done it that recently.
He couldn't punch either. Good jab by Andre.
Andre doing a...
Use it. Left hand lands for Kovalev. And again. Ward shaking his head, but Kovalev is piercing his guard and landing hard shots. Hard right hand for Kovalev. Left jab lands again. Ward is having trouble defending against Kovalev, and we've never seen him. Oh! Down goes Ward on a perfect right-hand shot. That's only the...
Up to that point.
Kovalev wants to finish. He's going to go for it right now. And Ward...
Kovalev's accuracy and precision showing up, and Ward fights him off the left. Able to land as easily as he has in the first 2 rounds, particularly the second. Maybe there's not a long way to go. Ward's got to find a way to make it a long way to go.
And what I mean by that is he's not allowing Andre to fight him at that distance.
Let's open the microphone that Virgil Hunter is wearing.
Ward feeling, it looks like.
Good jab.
Andre.
We go to round number 4. You heard Virgil Hunter saying in Ward's ear, you're going to stop him. You're going to stop him. Does that mean they've already given up on winning a decision? Probably not. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. I got a 3-0, 30-26.
Everything, but Kovalev's earning it, and the
pace down, and Floyd Mayweather is the best at it, getting you to a point where you're not sure what's really going on. Then they surprise you with a big shot, and that's what Virgil is trying to foresee.
Nailed him with the shot the way he wants to yet, but that may be coming.
Possibly fed him will be his chin and his boxing skill.
Right, we see that Ward...
I thought that early in the fight, Kovalev would have the edge because of his punching.
Generally the way a right-handed fighter will circle.
What's happening inside?
Kovalev is figuring it out. Power punches. Kovalev has basically tripled Ward through these first 3 rounds, landing 22 power shots to 7 for Andre Ward to this point in the fight.
Andre Ward has not been in this position ever as a professional. Down on the cards, you have to imagine, having been hurt, knocked down.
Good hook by Kovalev.
Kovalev very patient, so perfectly content to coast to a boxing win the rest of the way.
Good
Ward
jab,
lands a good...
Bring him on. SOG, but
everything, Max.
We just have yet to see that. Although slowly, Ward is
the last rounds.
Good jab to the body by Ward.
Keeping in mind that Kovalev,
that was a good right hand by Kovalev,
can do that and really hurt Ward. I think 2 consecutive rounds, and I think he's winning this one. Well, that's a good right hand by Kovalev.
You're the expert.
I think
attack like that.
A good little right hand. Observers to think that Kovalev is doing maybe a little better than he's actually doing.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Way out. 54. 5 rounds to 1.
Come on.
Like it's that easy, huh?
I mean, look, they're the same height. Technically, they're
definitely look the stronger, Max, because there's a good
Good quick jab by Ward, because that's the signal for Ward to go inside and keep things on an even keel. And getting inside Kovalev's arms, so it's harder for Kovalev to do that kind of damage.
Ward is a thoroughbred, and Kovalev is a front runner. Let's see what happens in the second half. The question is, what if Kovalev is also a thoroughbred, and he's built that early lead?
Ward outlanded Kovalev in the last round, has come out throwing in this round. His momentum is when you don't think there's room for him to do so. Ward's body shots seem to be taking a toll now. Mentioned that Kovalev was happy to go ahead and seek the decision against Bernard Hopkins in a fight in which he had knocked Hopkins down early. He's never had a knockout past the 8th round.
Good hook.
See what he can do.
Yeah, and Andre was pushing the issue more about Sergey.
That's the timing he needs to master.
And good jab back by Ward.
And a right hand that he knifed to the body under, and again, Ward's doing time.
Now, I know we don't give Kovalev a lot of, well, we do give Kovalev a lot of credit, but the thing that I think people don't give Kovalev a lot of credit for is his great ability to keep those feet spread so wide. And at this point, we're coming to a dangerous point for Kovalev, because now Ward is comfortable, and that's what you don't want.
But again, Kovalev's power can change at any time.
Kovalev looks like he's weakening on them that they had early in the round.
Those right hands that Andre knifes that are hardly noticeable at times.
And see, Andre's punches have gotten harder.
Yes, Andre landed a hard right hand. Andre Ward trying to close down the distance on the scorecards. Kovalev comes back with a solid shot. And a hard right hand by Kovalev. Kovalev wants to answer back before the round is over. Could create an opportunity for Ward.
Good combination by
Great
Kovalev.
combination. Kovalev and a hard right back 11 times. But Ward has the momentum in the fight now as we come to round number 10. Harold, how do you have it on your card?
Okay, Jim, I got an 87-83, 6 rounds to 3, Sergey Kovalev. Jim, I got to tell you, I
Counts now as we go down the stretch.
Well, that
Ward
moment went to
another
Ward.
one. Yep,
And that one too.
And that moment went to Ward.
And that moment went to Kovalev. And there's another one. So they're trading back and forth at this point, and they know the mental game that's going on, and they know the stakes. You heard Virgil Hunter say to Andre Ward, you've got to win the last 3 rounds.
Now, then Kovalev's explosive punch.
And yet Kovalev has heavier hands.
He does, but the punches, the heavy hands are what hurt Ward early, but I don't know if that'll be enough to hurt him at this point in the fight after all the body shots that he's admonished on Kovalev. Yeah.
I think both fighters are for decision. Both fighters are focused on winning, as many of the exchanges that... Hard right hand by Kovalev, left hook by Ward. They keep trading big shots.
Yeah, they do.
What a tremendous contested on this level with these shifts of momentum.
Next.
Who is the greater fighter tonight?
Oh, good jab by both fighters.
The thing about Kovalev is while you're showboating him like a bolo punch, he's throwing the jab.
Hard right hand by Kovalev.
I thought Ward rode that back mostly, but it did land. In an effective way, and that may have carried the round.
Well, they both established their jabs that round. That was a pretty even round to me, because both guys landed good jabs. Nothing really spectacular.
Judges often disagree with him. Ward needs every second, or so it would appear.
I think Virgil Hunter anticipated that when Ward started making things uncomfortable for Kovalev, Kovalev would start to fold, but Kovalev has not folded.
Sergey Kovalev told us yesterday, my #1 thought going into the fight is don't lose your mind. Don't get flustered. Don't get frustrated. Keep coming. And he's coming again right now.
That right hand is keeping Andre honest. And Andre really go to that left hook upstairs.
Good
That
shot.
there it is.
Good body shot with the left. He lands the left hook upstairs. Sergey Kovalev has a chin.
That's always been Andre's money punch, is the left hook upstairs.
Oh, good shot. Kovalev dead tired now.
Only be 3 minutes to go.
Oh, good jab, Andre.
Pretty good round for Andre Ward. Kovalev keeps coming, though.
Andre's landed the big clean. Leonard went out and stopped Tommy Hearns. And that was Virgil Hunter's version of that.
Oh, good hook by Ward.
Ward's landed some colossal shots in the...
Does Andre Ward believe he needs to risk a knockout to win this fight? That's a terrible risk to take against Kovalev, but he may feel that way.
Oh, good hook by Kovalev.
Super fast pace.
Oh, good body shot by Kovalev. Oh, really good body shot by Kovalev.
Several good body shots in this round. And Ward backs up.
I think he knows that man. Good jab by Kovalev.
And you wonder if the sand is running out of the hourglass on Andre Ward's perfect professional career and his incredible mark of not having lost.
Asked for. They give us the best fight that boxing has had in quite some time.
Tremendous fight.
16-111, 8 rounds to 4, Sergey Kovalev. You know, Jim, at the end of these rounds, I just said to myself, who did more damage? And I really believe that Sergey Kovalev, being the bigger puncher, won most of the rounds. He worked Canelo Alvarez over Miguel Cotto. He had a 117-111 for Canelo.
114 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision. And new unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Andre S.O.G. Ward.
A tremendous comeback win for Ward, in which he had to show all of his guts, all of his perseverance, all of his resourcefulness to get through an extremely difficult fight. Box numbers in the fight. Kovalev lands 10 more punches, throws 136 more punches. Kovalev lands 17 more power shots, throws 62 more of them. Kovalev landing at a higher connect percentage, and remember that body shots are power shots.